Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. So in today's pick a card, we're gonna look and see what the signs and synchronicities you've been seeing, what they mean, what your guides are trying to tell you through these signs and synchronicities. So no matter what group you choose, I highly suggest for all of you watching to start documenting what you're doing and what you're thinking about when you see these things, like repeating numbers or maybe you're seeing like butterflies all the time. Maybe just keep a journal, or you can even keep like the notes app up on your phone and you can write it down then. Because you can look up online what repeating numbers mean and all that, but it's really specific and it could be different than what you're reading online, what your guides are trying to tell you. So highly recommend keeping track of what you're doing and what you're thinking about, like I said. But yeah, we're gonna see what details we can get here, but I definitely suggest doing that as well. We have three groups to choose from. The first group here, sunflower, and then we have lion and bench, and my cat is rubbing against the tripod. Sorry about that. And I'm going to pick a rune if you guys need some help picking your tile. Tile 1. All right, so you can pause the video if you need more time to pick your group. Timestamps will be down below as well as chapters, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, group 1. So you chose this beautiful card here, sunflower, and it says admiration, as well as hagalaz. I believe this means hail, and the rune system. So I feel like your guides are kind of like applauding you for any changes you're making, anything you're doing right now. And when you're seeing synchronicities, it is very likely that they're encouraging you to keep doing whatever it is you're doing or whatever you're thinking about, to take action that will likely be successful. The sunflower here, this is associated with the sun card in tarot, which is about like happy outcomes, joy, as well as the Queen of Wands, who is someone who's doing what she loves, is very confident in herself and happy. So I really think you're being pointed in the right direction of what your soul truly wants, your higher self wants you to do. And this may have to do with taking some breaks or like leaving certain situations. You may have been thinking about that. You may have been thinking about breaking away from a friend group, a job, relationships. Sorry, my cat, she's coming up and whatever you're thinking about, any changes, that could be something. Again, like I said in the beginning with the intro, that it's really important if you're seeing like repeating numbers or a lot of synchronicities in other ways, like here in the same song, like really pay attention to what you're doing. And if it is a song, the lyrics too could point something out, but I really think whatever you're thinking about at that time or doing at that time could be a really good way to know that you're being guided in the right direction, guided in the direction of joy and happiness. The sunflower is a really positive thing. Admiration. Yeah, I think you're being guided on something that you'll be admired for, you'll really enjoy. You could be being called to break up a codependent relationship or behavior. That could be something here as well. Now let's get the Lenormand and get some more information here. Angels, guides, ancestors of the highest vibrational frequency of group number 1. What are the signs and synchronicities telling them? What do you want group number 1 to know through these signs and synchronicities? Thank you for your clear and accurate messages. We have here snake. You know, I really think this is confirming that perhaps there are some relationships that aren't very healthy for you, and you're being kind of guided to recognize that and realize that you deserve to be better treated and admired, and maybe some people are just not as wholesome as you thought. They might have some hidden agenda, and it might be time to break free from them. You could also be called to do something unconventional with the snake. It doesn't necessarily have to mean a snaky person. Oh, wow, yeah, that fox just came out too. Okay. The fox can mean someone also doing something sneaky behind your back, just kind of doing things for their own gain here. So yeah, it seems there is some message here about relationships and people that might not be the best for you, that you might be called to break away from. But I feel like if this is for you, like you likely know who this is, and it's something you've been thinking about. Oh, the sun came out, and I was saying the sun is the sun card in tarot is represented by the sunflower, or has similar meanings. And look at the sun here has like an ace, which is all about like new beginnings, fresh start, like happy, joyful future. So I think you're really being guided away from people that could be codependent or just don't have the best intentions. But also, you could be guided to be doing something like breaking away from a job or whatever it is. Maybe it's even thought processes, but you could be being called to do something that's a little unconventional, a little different, a little risky in terms of work. Like this fox could also just represent like daily grind and like your career and stuff like that too. And with this unpredictable, like doing things different, like outside the box, that could be a message for some of you too. To go for it, and it will be a successful outcome. It might be different and people might think it's weird or whatever, but if you're feeling called to do something and you're seeing these signs and synchronicities around that time when you're thinking about doing something different, this is a really good sign that it will be successful. On the bottom we have the birds here. Yeah, this is something that will this can represent like something doubling. So this could really increase your income, or increase like the excitement in your life. This could represent couples. There could be someone, I'm really like, the two flowers here are kind of staying out to me. Like, I feel like you're kind of like shying away from the limelight or in some way. But also it's making me think of couples being two there. So you could like couple up with a partner. It could be business or relationship. This could just be doubling up like of happiness, success, excitement. I feel like socially, this really seems like a social thing for a lot of you. There could be a new social group that you're being called to, or business partnership, or romantic relationship as well. Something new that you're being drawn to, that's going to be exciting, and like you're going to have great communication and not have people be doing things behind your back. What else, Spirit, for group number 1? Thank you for your clear and accurate, concise messages. Yeah, we have here mature man, but it was reversed. So perhaps there is immature male or divine masculine. This could be pointing to. This could help clarify for some of you, potentially. Someone might be acting a little bit immature behind your back, or maybe this is also saying it could be someone younger than you, or someone that's older but doesn't act that way. There could be something here too with travel, like in education, like getting more experience on what you want to do, or maybe some of you guys want to travel and go somewhere like sunnier, or you think you'll be happier in another location. Ooh, yeah, there's really something here. With false person, you're really being called to look at relationships here. And you might feel stuck in a relationship now, and your guides are trying to show you that you're not stuck. There's way brighter, happier relationships of all types, since this is a general reading, ahead of you. And they're trying to get you out of a situation, break free from a situation, from someone who is not who they say they are. They are wearing some mask. They're not being true to you. They have some hidden agenda here, and they're pretty immature. They might come off as someone who knows everything, like whatever, but they don't. I wonder if some of them may have been incarcerated in the past, or might be hiding that from you. Whoever this is that Spirit's trying to guide you away from, they're blocking your manifestations from coming in. You might be telling them things about what you want to manifest, what your true desires are in this lifetime, and they might, I doubt it's like intentional. It's just their thoughts. Like they're trying to block you from living your best life because they have their own agenda here. And your guides are trying to guide you in the right direction so your manifestations come true. And there's someone here that's blocking this from happening. Oops, can you see this card? Yeah, your guides really want you to manifest. There's something you've been thinking about, and that's what they're guiding you to. It's going to be super successful and happy, but there's there might even be two people standing in the way. Two birds here. Yeah, there could be two people. For some of you, this could be a family member or multiple family members, parents. Doesn't have to be, but it could be someone that like seems like they're a guide to you, but they're, even if it is a parent, they might not be totally malicious in this blocking of your manifestations. They could just have their own thing. Like they want you to do a certain thing. Maybe they want you to have a certain career path. They want you to do things their way, and they don't really realize that they're blocking you, you know? Maybe they do for some people, but it's like they just think they're doing what's best for you, but only you know what's best for you. And your higher self is trying to make that clear, that just because someone said you should follow a certain path or do whatever. Yeah, because I was thinking about studies and stuff here, or like living a certain way. Doesn't mean you have to. You're definitely being called to follow what you really want, what your true desires are, and you'll be much happier in not living like a life just in prison, or like not in prison. I mean, I do get the sense someone you're dealing with could have been incarcerated in the past, but you know, you're not just living someone else's life. You're like that they wanted for you. You're not trapped. You could be feeling like you're a false person because you're not living up to your true calling, your true identity. And you just are doing this because of a parent figure or something like that. And you're being called to not be stuck in that, to break away from what they want from you and do what you want for you. And it's not always easy, but you're really being guided, I think, to do that. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we have take charge and action. Yeah, it's time to do things your way. For sure. Well, let's get a few more cards here. That's great. Page of Swords. Yeah, this is like a new beginning with your own idea, your original ideas, like, you know, what you want. You have the sword now, you're in charge. And the page is like, could be you're studying something new, or just like a new beginning of some sort. And look you're in charge. I love that. Then we have the Lovers reversed here. Yeah, I think, well, I know, like this is pretty clear from your reading that there's some other person or people that are holding you back from making the choices you know are right for you, and you're being called to do things from your perspective, from what you want, what's best for you, you know, not think about everyone else's needs. Yeah. Anything else, Spirit? Thank you for your clear and accurate message today. What else for group number 1? Anything else? You feel something is lacking in your life. Perhaps love, money, or goals. Yes. The reason why it feels lacking is because you're doing things for other people, or you're not doing things because you want to, or the people around you have their own goals in mind and not yours, and it's just like there's not a true connection there. A loving, like that's fulfilling to you. Your job might not be fulfilling to you, your relationships. And this is your call to become clear on that and go after, you know, what you want. And then the next card that fell out was solid foundation, success with effort. Yes, you will be successful. I knew that with the Sun card, and it might seem a little shaky, like, you know, if leaving behind your former like foundation, you know, and you might be like, how can I build up again after leaving a job, like leaving a relationship? You know, I'll be like alone. Like you will be able. You're solid alone. You'll be able to grow and be successful for sure. Yeah, we have 3 other cards that came out. Yeah, could be career for a lot of you. So your career will be successful. Oh, we have dealings with a man. We had man come out twice. Oh, and then the last card I love, and maybe some of you guys have been seeing butterflies a lot too. That could be one of the signs you've been seeing. I love that this is a change for the better. Yes, this is the whole thing. You're being called to make changes for the better for your life. So that is what I have for you, Group 1. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated. Yeah, I would love to know down below. Please subscribe if you haven't already, if you like this reading. And I do pick a subscriber at random every month for a free reading, and I do offer paid readings as well. So yeah, I hope again that you enjoyed this. I hope you're well. I love you so much. Bye, Group 1. Hello, group number 2. So you chose Lion. It says temperament on here. And then Kinaz, I think is how you pronounce this. This is about like following your passions. And I really feel like with this card here, the Lion, I feel like you're like called to have courage and bravery and go for what you want, your true passions. Again, like I said in the intro, in case you missed it, I highly recommend documenting, whether in a journal or in your phone, what you're doing or what you're thinking about when you see these synchronicities, like repeating numbers or whatever it is that you've been seeing, signs and symbols, numbers. I think for some of you too, your guides may be trying to point out that perhaps sometimes you're a little reactive to things, and they want you to maybe assess what's going on with that. Like if you're feeling really reactive and negative about situations or just bad negative feelings in general, then maybe that's not the right path for you. And they're trying to get you to have the courage to like go after what is your true path. What is your true desire? What makes you feel powerful and brave and just in your own element? What lights you up in a good way? Pay attention to that too, because if things are making you feel bad, you're feeling really reactive, there's likely some kind of reason. It could be some inner like trauma from childhood or just some healing that needs to be done, but also it could be a huge sign that what you're doing isn't right for you and some changes need to be made. And you're being called like to, you know, follow those instincts, those primal instincts you've been having, and really go after what makes you roar with excitement. I'm hearing what really just makes you feel really amazing. There's a lot of fire energy here, like Leo, and then I always feel like this is like Aries type energy. And also I feel like this is telling you that, like, doesn't it look like, you know, there's something on this side and then like on this side something's better or bigger? Like you're meant for bigger and better things. Like where you're at, like maybe you might be feeling down yourself, maybe you are a little reactive. That's okay. Like these are emotions that are trying to guide you to bigger and better things. You're meant for more. You're meant to be like the lion, like the king of whatever, or queen of whatever it is that you know, whatever your community is, whatever your desires are. And it's just uphill from here. Yeah, I'm really seeing that's really sticking out to me. Like wherever you are now, even if you're pretty content, maybe you're a little too comfortable and you're being called to step out of your comfort zone and try new things because you are meant for something really big. Let's get some more information here. Yeah, look how this flame is going. Nice, tall, and strong. It's like agreeing here. And this is all about like your flame, your like inner torch. It lights you up. What is it? You're being called to kind of shut. I'm just looking at that right now. Okay. Angels, guides, ancestors of the highest vibrational frequency. What do the signs and synchronicities that group 2 has been seeing mean? What are you trying to tell them? What does group number 2 need to know right now? Thank you for your clear and accurate messages. Ooh, we have Rider. So some news, something big is coming in quick. So perhaps they're trying to get you prepared for this. So this is like kind of like the 9 of Cups in a way. Like this is like some good news is coming in. Something you've been waiting for might be coming in. And maybe they're trying to prepare you because like something great's coming and it's coming soon. But like you don't want to miss out on the opportunity or be afraid like, because when the Rider's here, this is something, yeah. Let's see what it's running too. What's next? You could be called to change location, perhaps, or just get moving on something. Maybe you've been holding off on something that you really want to do. Ooh. Oh, we have Bouquet. I think this could represent a gift is coming towards you. Also, recognition. This could represent, like, you know, after a show or something, people give you flowers for your performance. This could be that you're getting recognition and praise for something you've been doing. They might be just telling you that, like, whatever your desires are, whatever you've been trying to manifest is about to be handed to you soon. And they don't want you to perhaps be in a mindset or in a situation where you can't accept it or something, but your life is about to become a lot more beautiful. If you've been working really hard on something, maybe you've been getting upset because you feel like it's not happening soon enough or something. This is your guide saying it's coming in and you are going to get recognized. You are going to get this blessing, this perhaps even promotion, some sort of recognition. What else for group number 2? Home. Yeah, some of you guys could be moving home or like updating your home. Perhaps you're being called just to beautify your environment and kind of live in the way you want your ideal self, your future self. You know, like, what are you trying to manifest right now? Try and act like you're already that person. And that'll help your manifestations come quicker to you. Like, if you want someone that has a house or like has all these things, has the job you want, like has the lifestyle you want, even though you can't necessarily maybe have the big house yet or whatever it is you're trying to manifest, start acting like the person who does. Like, if that makes sense, like start getting flowers, beautifying your home, just making your space feel really lovely, even if it's not your ideal space right now. For some reason that's coming through that could really help speed up manifestation. Yeah, and then we have on the bottom of the deck, we have the Coffin. Yeah, some phase of your life is ending and something new is coming. I really feel like, yeah, there's something, your life is about to get a lot more beautiful, and a lot of you could be changing where you live or just updating where you live. There's something, the Coffin doesn't mean death, it means it ending. It's kind of like the Death card in Tarot. So, you know, it's like some transformation's coming, some big change is coming, and it's coming in soon. And it has to do with what you've been wanting to do, what your desires are. Maybe some of you are leaving your parents' house, or maybe you said roommates. Let's get some more information on the house. Maybe some of you guys are doing something with ancestry here. You could be getting recognition from your family for what you've been doing. Maybe you feel like you haven't in the past, or there could be a new family member. What else here for group number 2? Wow, courtship. With the house here, that's making more sense. It's 2 4s. Maybe you guys are seeing 444 a lot, or 44. It looks like this could also be like Knight of Cups energy, like a new relationship is coming in, like a new suitor. That sounds funny saying suitor. In the end of your single life is coming, or the end of like a phase where you just weren't feeling very wanted or good about yourself. Yeah, these cards here, yeah, there's someone new coming into your life. This could be, I definitely feel romantic for most of you, but this could also be like a business partnership. if that's not your life right now. Oh yeah, official person. This is like official, like they want to like take it to the next level. Like maybe you haven't had relationships like this before. This person coming in could maybe have been in the military or is in the military or something like that too. Maybe for some of you guys, you were dating someone or married someone that went and served in the military and they're coming home early or something. But I think really what this is telling you is trying to prepare you, or like letting you know if you've been trying to manifest a relationship or a new job opportunity or a promotion. This is definitely promotion energy here that's coming in. But I feel like a lot of you, it's going to be a change to your family. And these synchronicities, maybe there's someone you already have in mind that you're wanting to ask out or be with. Maybe you're thinking about leaving a relationship. Yeah, really pay attention to, 22, you could be seeing 222 or 22 a lot as well. And that's really, I think it's really guiding you to someone that's a better partner in every sense. Your true partner, yeah, and maybe you're trying to get the courage, or they're trying to give you the courage, your higher self, your guides, to leave a situation for something better. And maybe that's something you've been on your mind already, which I think it is for a lot of people. When you're seeing these synchronicities, again, look and see what you're thinking about. Let's get one more. Anything else, Spirit? And 22 adds up to 4. There's a lot of something about your foundation thoughts. Yeah, look at this guy's thinking about someone. It's like whoever you've been thinking about. I feel like this is confirming, because I was saying, what are you thinking about when you see the synchronicities? Who are you thinking about? It should be the right answer. Or maybe you're thinking about ending something and going for someone else. This is confirmation that this will be good. Or if you've just been thinking about someone, not even a particular person, just wanting a relationship, I think your guides are letting you know that your manifestations are coming. But it seems like there's something here that they want to make sure that you're in the right mindset and the right energy for this to happen. And there might be some things they have to end before your manifestation or this new relationship comes through. What else for group number 2? Listen deeply. Yeah, your guides are really trying to speak with you. Meditation could be good for you with it, temperament. And I was talking about like maybe being reactive. Well, I really think you're being reactive because something needs to end. It's a general reading, but I think it might be a relationship for a lot of people or a job or something. But you're really being guided to like listen to what your heart's desires are. Like listen to your higher self, meditate, do whatever it is to clear your mind, your thoughts. Yeah, look with thoughts and then listen deeply. I feel like you're really getting this inner dialogue already, like about this situation, but you might be a little too in your head and getting and thinking, you know, there's something here like your head and you might be just going off too much. You need to quiet your mind and listen to your heart. We have inner child healing. Didn't I say something about that in the very beginning about being reactive and stuff? Maybe you were really hurt by something like abandonment or neglect issues as a child. And even if you think your childhood was great, like it likely was, but still there's little things that seem little, but like as a kid have a big impact. So I think you might be called to do some healing work on what you're being reactive about so you can have this perfect partnership, this great match that's coming into your life soon. I think your guides want you to make sure that you're healed so this love can work out for you. I'm actually reading a book right now. I started reading a long time ago, How to Do the Work by Dr. Nicole Apera, which is good, but you can also just look up inner child healing. Inner child meditations might be really helpful for you. Interesting. Yeah, that came up twice, so I think that's really important. Let's get some more cards. Holy Spirit, group number 2. Oh, something just fell to the ground. Let's see. The Empress, I think it came out upside down. It flipped to the ground. So yeah, this could also mean some mother issues. And again, it does not have to be extreme or anything, but like there's still something that needs to be healed with the maternal energy here. maybe some of you guys are thinking about becoming parents, and you're worried about that or something, but there's something that needs to be healed with a childhood maternal wound, or maybe your relationship with your mother. Maybe there was maybe you lost your mother young, or some figure like that, and that could be affecting you. And maybe I think if that's the case, they're definitely your guide, and they want to know you're like nurtured and loved and supported, and they want the best for you, and that's why they're trying to help guide you through this healing so you could have more positive relationships in your life. You might be acting more in your masculine opposed to your feminine lately, which is like most people. That's just how society is. We're in our masculine. You're being called to maybe work on being more receptive. Let's see another card. Queen of Swords reverse. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of calling you to be more in your emotional side, your receptive feminine energy, no matter what your gender is, and not in your, even though this is Queen, you know, I don't read what gender, but like, I think this is trying to say like you might be too in your head and thinking pessimistically and stuff, and you're being called to go be more flowing in nature and just receptive and not worrying about the outcomes as much. And just, you can look into yeah, like we were talking about inner child healing, but also just divine feminine you can look up. And then we have the Nine of Cups, which is like when I talked about first, yes. This is all to make your manifestations come true. That you're being called to do the healing work so you can manifest relationships that are better for you, jobs that are better, friendships, well, relationships across the board, and just have the life you want. Your guides are just really drawing you to your true path, your whatever makes you happiest. And I think it's coming in very soon. It's just you need to make sure you're on the right energy level, the right vibration, and doing some healing. I mean, healing and inner work is something you do lifelong, so you might feel like you did some healing, but there's something to look into here with this feminine energy as well as inner child. Aware of self-delusion. Yeah, I feel like there's something here. I know I stopped what I was saying earlier because I was like, wait, like you might think you already did the work, or like things are fine, there is no trauma or something. And that's great. You know, it might not be anything that will take too much time, but there's just something to look into here. You might be a little, yeah, there's something with you being a little fiery, and that's good. Like being feisty is fun and stuff, but like I think there's some kind of sabotaging behavior or destructive patterns maybe that just need to be looked into and put out, you know. Oh wow, Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Yeah, you're being helped and guided by your spirit guides right now, and they're trying to heal you. This is all coming full circle now. Let's get one more. Situations in the balance that require help, careful handling. You know what stood out to me right here? Balance. There's just more balance here that needs to be done. And also like they require careful handling. It's because you're about to have some major opportunities hop into your life, but you need to make sure you're ready for them. Because it is what you want, I can see, but like energetically and emotionally, and spiritually and stuff, there might just be just a little bit of work that needs to be done, which is totally normal. I think you're being guided to do so you can get all these manifestations that you're wanting. So yeah, pay attention to what you're reactive to. And you can look up, I'll try and remember to link that book below, but you can just do free stuff on YouTube and stuff like that. I think that'll be really helpful. But that is what I have for you, group number 2. I hope this was helpful. I hope this resonated. Please let me know down below if you feel called to do so. If you did enjoy this reading, if you haven't already, please subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming videos. And also, I do pick a random subscriber every month for a free reading, and I offer paid readings as well. Information's down below. But I just hope you're well. I hope this was helpful. I love you so much. Bye, group 2. Hi, group number 3. You chose Bench, Assess, as well as Radho. I could be saying this wrong. I apologize if I am. Which I find this is interesting. So this means like the road you journey, or like physical journey, spiritual journey. And then bench, it's like your feet are sitting there. Maybe you've been really busy lately, like go, 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 or maybe just feeling altogether lost on your journey of life, or altogether, and you're being called to take a step back and really assess your emotions, what you need, where you want to go in life. Because I feel like you're being called to expand your spiritual journey, and some maybe even to move, but it's no rush. It's like, I think you need some time to like just think about what you want. So I said this in the intro, but really when you see repeating numbers or whatever the synchronicities and signs you've been seeing, like it's important to record what you're doing and what you're thinking about when you see them, because it will help make it clear like what your guides are trying to like get you to assess. Of course, we're going to draw cards and everything to get a bigger picture, but there might be some spiritual and healing work that needs to be done, because I'm really feeling this is more a spiritual journey, but also you could be called to travel. Traveling can actually be really helpful for some of you guys. I'm hearing like when you're doing this assessment of life, maybe you've just been busy or just like all work, no play. If possible, taking like a vacation, or maybe just going to a park, you know, going outside in nature, doing something different, stepping out of your comfort zone. Or, I don't know, maybe not that. Well, I think it'll be stepping out of your comfort zone to do this assessment, to do this self-reflection. But I mean, like stepping out of your like routine, like going to a park you never go to, or just like walking somewhere instead of driving, and just like taking some more alone time if you're always with kids, family, whoever. And yeah, it's time. You're being really called to do some self-reflection. I think that is the main thing, to assess what your needs are right now. Are your emotional, spiritual, physical needs being met? I'm feeling there's something that needs to be assessed, something that's lacking or too much of, or some imbalance that needs to be addressed. And it's likely, like maybe you're having some physical ailments, but I think a lot of this is probably spiritually, emotionally. But let's get some more cards here. Oh, look at the flickering light. Angels, ancestors, guides at the highest vibrational frequency of group number 3. What do the signs and synchronicities mean that group number 3 is seeing? What messages do you have for them? What do they need to know right now? Thank you for your clear and accurate, concise messages. What does group number 3 need to hear? What does group number 3 need to hear? Snake. Child, okay. My nose is really itchy right now. So it's a sign that your guides are really present. So this could mean someone that kind of has different interests in mind, like they're maybe not a true friend, but I'm really seeing this differently than I saw. I think it was group number 1 that got this card. I think you're being called to shed some layers, to really like, it's really going along with this transformation or this inner work. I feel like it's time for a transition. It's time for a transformation, time to like shed the old and make way for the new. And I'm really thinking something new is being called for, because we have here the child. So the child's like new beginnings, something that brings you like childlike joy. This could sometimes actually pertain to your children. But I'm really seeing this is about a new beginning, and something that just really makes you feel excited and light and young and healthy again. Yeah. Let's get another card before we go on. What else, Spirit? Oh, card is on the ground. Okay, I feel called to draw one more. Oh, I got 2 more. So we have here snake, child, bouquet. Make sure these all in frame. Broom, and man. I feel like potentially you're not getting the recognition and the love you want in certain relationships, and there could be some argument going on. perhaps the divine masculine or masculine figure. And I think you're being called to assess your relationships right now. Are you getting the emotional support and love you need? And also it might be a time to like just declutter your environment as well, and that could really help just see things more clearly. Like a lot of people don't realize how much like clutter, like mental clutter too, is something that could be going on. That's why you're you're being asked to take a step back and assess things. But it's hard to do so when your environment's really cluttered and messy. Maybe it's not even that messy, but there might be just things that are just like sitting there. Maybe there's even like a whole room you don't really use, like, and there's this stagnant energy. Maybe you're just like keeping things from people, like an ex or something you don't need. But cleaning will really help clear the air in your place. And also, this could represent like arguments too. So, but I really think starting with cleaning out your environment will help it make it easier to clear your thoughts in your mind, like mental clutter, and help make things clearer. There might be some people that don't have your best interest in mind, kind of have their own agendas and stuff, and I feel like you're really sweet and have this like innocence, like naivety, like to you, and your guides really want you to be like recognized for what you do. Wow, we have 2 black queens and 2 black jacks here. I want to look in the book and see what that means. Let's see what's on the back. Oh wow, the bottom, the overarching like theme of this is the crossing, which is like spiritual awakening. Yeah, I got that in the beginning, like a spiritual journey. Yeah, I feel like you might have been avoiding maybe doing this inner work, this spiritual work, because it's not easy. It hurts, and so like having to look at your relationships and what's not working in your life, or your own, how you treat yourself, all these things. It's just like shedding these layers and seeing like the true you, the true desires, that like just shedding this like mask, or like this, is that the right word? Like some way you perceive your life. Maybe you had some rose-colored glasses on or something, and shedding that so you can like see things more clearly is what you're being called to do. This is like a spiritual awakening, and I think you're being called to do the inner work on that. Let me look and see in the book what that means. It's right behind me. I think you're the only group that had these. Okay. Let's see. Okay. 2 black queens means gossip. Okay. Oops, you can't see that. So yeah, it does seem like there might be some people in your life, like I was saying, some relationships might just not be the best for you, and you could be called to look at that. And then 2 black jacks means bad advice. Yeah, this is kind of similar to something I got in the last group number 2, but if you felt called to do so, like watch that one too. Maybe watch that next, but no pressure if you didn't. I feel like people around you might be blocking you from growing and advancing in life, not necessarily intentionally, but like their advice they're giving you, whatever they're doing, it's all for their own interest and not for your best interest. And I think you're being called to kind of see that in true light, because you're meant to be recognized for all the good you do, and you're meant to progress and move forward in your life because you have so much, to give the world. And so some people just might be blocking you from achieving what you truly deserve, or getting the love you truly deserve in some sense. Also, maybe you actually literally got some advice recently, and that's what you're being called to assess. And if you're like been thinking about like, oh, are these people talking about me? Are they, if you're questioning friendships or relationships, when you're seeing these repeating numbers and stuff, that could be a sign too. But let's get more cards. Spirit. Group number 3. They might be trying to bring forth a new relationship. I'm just really being called towards that ace, like a new beginning with a new partner or a new friend. You gotta clean up the old. Family room, and then wealthy man. Oh wow. Interesting. So this could have to do with someone you're in a family with, like assessing your family. But I just was talking about how a new man could be coming in, and then we got wealthy man. And doesn't this look like a really nice family room? Like, I feel like if you have a family room, that means you have like another living room too. I don't know, is that a thing? But like a tea set. If you've been trying to call in more wealth and a better home and higher status in life, I think these changes that you're being called to make or to evaluate, assess, are going to help get you there, to cross over that bridge into this new status of wealth and a family and a home that's comfortable, less stress, less arguments. Yeah, if this is what you're trying to manifest, there's something that needs to be shed and assessed, and something that needs to be cleaned out. Some relationships need to be cleaned out. Maybe not. Maybe you just need to take time to talk about your needs with these people or family. While on the bottom, there's lovers. Yeah, I feel like there could be, you're being called to a new relationship there where you're going to be recognized, and it could lead to something really abundant here. But something needs to change. Some bridge needs to be crossed. Something needs to happen. And I'm getting that it doesn't necessarily have to be with a new person, but for most people, I think it is. But like some work needs to be done, like in order to get to this abundance with a person, a partner, family in general. Something needs to be shed. Things need to become more clear and honest and open. Less arguments and more clarity. It's like this inevitable, you might be going through a hard time right now just because you have some lessons to be learned, and that you need to learn those before you can cross over into this more abundant life. Yeah, I really feel like the second row there is about what you're trying to call in, and what some of you guys really might be trying to have a family, but you might be having trouble or something, or even finding a partner. And really, it's all about doing this inner work in order to progress and get these desires. This is really similar to group 2, actually. This is what our whole reading's about. Signs and reminders. Yes, you're getting signs all the time. Obviously, you're watching this video, you must be seeing something, but butterflies, this is all about transforming. Your life is about to transform in not just one way, a bunch of ways. I see that you're being prepared. You're getting information from your guides. These birds represent like knowledge, information, ideas. And look, there's a feather. You might be seeing feathers. I see feathers all the time and I collect them. But you're being called. You're getting this information, and maybe you haven't been processing it about changes that need to be made, about the inner work, the healing you need to do. Your guides are clearly talking to you. Your intuition's strong. And there's multiple things that are going to change. Your finances, your relationships, like even like perhaps like promotions at work. Something's happening. Like a lot of things are going to transform your life. And they're trying to guide you to the inner work. Look at this rainbow. You might be seeing rainbows too. They want you to, I think one thing is assess your mental state right now. Like in a way of like, are you thinking positively? Or do you have an abundant mindset? But this is just a further like confirmation of what I said in the beginning, to keep track of what you're seeing and what you're thinking about. But I think a lot of this has to do with your thoughts. And that's what needs to be assessed and worked on and shed. Like the old way of thinking needs to be shed. Sorry, I'm going to move this just slightly. Oh, spirit for group number 3. Wow. Romance and connection. This confirms that this is likely about relationship. And not only romance, like all connections. I feel like communication in relationships needs to be worked out, all these things. But if you're trying to call on this, we have lovers, and then we have like man multiple times. Yeah. Yeah, your relationships and how you think about them, and like the give and take, and how you treat each other in arguments, and just, it's all about like the inner work that needs to, like your perspective about things it's like your mindset something needs to be, like, there might be some thoughts in your head that you're not like worthy of love, or you're not worthy of a great relationship. Look, there's birds here too. There's dogs. Oh, sense of self-worth. Look at right underneath, do the work. Yeah, there's some inner work that needs to be done. Healing, like it has to do with relationships. You might have been mistreated in the past. There's something that makes you feel like you don't deserve to be treated better, but like at the same time you really want that. So it's like conflicting, like your manifestations or desires are not in alignment with your thoughts, and you're being called to look into that right now. Get some tarot cards now. Spirit. Group number 3. What else for group number 3? Temperance reverse. Something's not, yeah, this is confirmation. There's not, something's out of moderation here. Too much of something, not enough of something else. And I really think this has to do with the thought process I was just talking about. Like your desires and your thoughts just aren't in alignment right now. And just some inner work needs to be done with that. And also maybe there's some issues with relationships, like doing too much for one person and not enough for the other, like not equal give and take type thing, and like being disappointed in other people. Could be a sign that maybe they're not right for you. This could also have to do with maybe like how health, like how you treat your body, what you put into your body, like maybe doing more of like an 80-20 approach. Could be, you can look into that, but like making sure you're treating your body well, like how and loving yourself, doing the self-care you need. Page of Coins reverse. Yeah, I think there's a lack mentality going on here. Scarcity mindset. You might be worried about money a lot, or like thinking you can't do something because you don't have enough money. Like, I can't date, I can't go out, I can't do this because I don't have enough money, and blah, 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 blah. That mindset needs to shift. I know it's hard when you actually don't have a lot, but like really working on that and like surrendering to the divine and just really thinking about mindset. That's really the work that needs to be done here. And sometimes it's hard to even realize you're doing it because our subconscious mind is like 95% of our thoughts. So that's why you're being called to like take a step back and assess and like really realize like what you're doing. So I think journaling would be really important for you. Definitely, I just had like energy go through my body there. Journaling would be really good work. I mentioned the book Do the Work by Dr. Nicola Pera in the last group. That's the name, but you can also watch like YouTube videos on like shadow work, inner child work, nature, and being healthy, like healthier habits, whatever that means for you. I don't know exactly what you're, like also like be conscious of what media you're taking in. Maybe you're like, it's a lot of negative stuff, or like other people complain about money or something. Maybe the people you surround yourself with, you need to kind of shed negativity from your life right now, I'm seeing. And be willing to change. We have the 8 of Cups here. Sometimes it's like making it seem like you're stuck, but you're not. It's like a mindset thing. Like you are able to get all these things. Whoa, something just flew out. Just realizing that things can change, and you. Whoa. Crib just flew out when I was saying that. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. We had the child card in this group, right? Yeah. Maybe you're thinking about you want a kid or something, and this could, I was talking about health there, or like mindset, but it also could be a business. Maybe you're working on that, but whatever it is you're trying to manifest and birth into this world, yeah, you just need to start with loving yourself, treating your body well, and the people around you, and really making sure your environment is positive as much as you can, and taking time out so you can meditate and just get your mind clear, and just journaling, all the things. Meditation will really help you get more aware of your thoughts, because like I said, your subconscious mind is most of the time like we're kind of programmed since we're little to have these negative thoughts of ourselves, etc. Like, so being more conscious of that will help everything come true. Oh my God, like, short journey. I talk about journeys. Okay, this is confirmation. This work won't take too long. Don't worry. It seems hard at first to work on yourself and do the spiritual work, the inner work, but this is showing you that it'll be a short journey. Don't worry about it. These changes will happen fast if you just have to put the work in. You know. So that is what I have for you, group number 3. Again, if you felt called to group number 2, that might be helpful for you. I think it really will, but only if you feel called to do so. So yeah, I hope this resonated. I hope it was helpful. I love you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't yet already. I do pick a random subscriber every month for a free reading, and I offer paid readings as well. My email is down below. But yeah, I just hope this was helpful. I hope you have a great day. I love you so much. Bye, group 3.